Hello and welcome to Yourpedia. My name is Aman Sharma and I am your mentor for CSE at Yourpedia. So in this video, we will be doing some questions that were asked in previous NIC exams. And the topic that we have selected is operating system. So these operating systems were asked in previous year NIC exams. So the first question is, dash is the time elapsed between the program is submitted and the time when it is completed. So it is asking what is the difference between completion time and arrival time. Now first of all, option, if you can see option D, it is a throughput. So throughput is not a type of a time. Now first option is response time, which is the first time that the process will get response or will start the execution. Now next is waiting time. So waiting time is the total of time for which the job was waiting inside the CPU but not executing. Now turnaround time is the time for which job was present in the CPU. So job was present in the CPU, so it is completion time minus arrival time. So the correct option will be option B. If you want to find out the waiting time, now the all the time when the job was inside the CPU, some of the time it will be executing and some of the time it will be waiting for to get into the running state. So turnaround time is nothing but all the time that it spends during execution, which is burst time, and the time for which it waits in order to get into the running state. So that will be waiting time. So if you want to find out waiting time is nothing but total time spent inside the CPU minus total time spent executing the process. So waiting time is turnaround time minus burst time, and turnaround time is what it is asked in the question. So the correct option will be option B. Now the next question is, if the size of logical address space is 2m and the page size is 2n, then the high order m minus n bits of logical address designate what? So if you deal in logical address space, so let's say that this is the logical address space and size of logical address space is 2 raised to power m, and size of each page, now logical address is divided into pages. So in option D, it is about physical address and frame number will be present in physical address space, not logical address space. So this cannot be our answer. After that, the size of one page is 2 raised to power m. Now logical address space, 2 raised to power n. So logical address space is nothing but 2 raised to power m, and it will consist of page size into number of pages. So this is logical address space. If you want to designate it in terms of logical address, then in order to designate 2 raised to power m logical address space, there will be m bits required, and those m bits will designate 2 raised to power m logical address space. Now this will be consist of two things. One is size of page. These bits will denote size of page, and it will be called offset of the logical address. So if 2 raised to power n is the size of one page, so how many bits required? N bits will be required in order to give the size of the page. Now it is asking what is m minus n. So m minus n is nothing, it is this part, m minus n, because there are total m bits and n bits are used for size of page. So m minus n bit will give you what? So if n gives you size of the page, this will give you number of pages. So m minus n will give you the page number. If you have 2 raised to power m minus n pages, then what will m minus n give you? Nothing but page number. So the correct option will be option B. Offset is not the same thing that is asked in the question. Now the next question is, in paging scheme, if page size of 2048 bytes, page size as of 2048 bytes, so there is a paging scheme where size of one page is 2048, then while accommodating a process, so process size, so it is given logical address space, process size 72766 bytes, then how much internal fragmentation occurs? So in paging, internal fragmentation will occur at the last page. So this will be full, this will be full, this will be full, this will be full, and this will be not fully occupied, and there will be some hint of internal fragmentation here, which I have colored in, I will color this in red. So this will be the internal fragmentation which will be at the last page. Now if you want to solve this, first of all see how many pages will be required. So 72766 divided by 2048, this comes out to be 35.5. So total how many pages will be required? 36 pages will be required. So if we are starting the numbering from 0, the numbering will go till 35. So total 36 pages are required total. Now in order to accommodate this, 35.5 pages will be required, but you cannot 35.56 or 7 whatever it will be. So you cannot do that this space will be utilized by some other process. This will be wasted. So this is what we have to calculate, what will be the internal fragmentation. Now if I give 36 pages to this process, total size of the process will be 36 into 2048. If you calculate this 36 into 2048, it will come out to be 73728. Now this is the total size of the pages that will be required in order to accommodate this process. Now the space wasted will be nothing but minus 72766, which will be equal to 962. So the correct option will be option A. Now the next question is, a protective variable which can be accessed and changed by a particular set of operations is called. Now a protected variable which can be accessed and changed by the particular set of operations. So this is nothing but semaphore. Semaphore can be accessed by a particular set of instruction and can be changed by a particular set of instruction, and is used for in order to achieve synchronization. There are two types of semaphores, counting semaphore and binary semaphore. So these were the questions that were asked in previous year NIC exam. So I hope you understood the concept behind these questions and the level of difficulty that NIC has been asking in operating system and in some other subjects. So I hope you liked this video. So keep watching and keep preparing. Thank you.